Leaders Initiative series brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma. My name is Kenneth Amishi, and I'm a professor of business and sustainable development at the University of Edinburgh in the UK. I also hold a chair in sustainable finance at the European University Institute in Florence, Italy. I'm the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government. It's my pleasure to welcome you today to another interesting session. And before we start, I'd like to invite my co-moderator, Professor Jude Nzako, to say hello to you. Okay, before he joins us, let me go to the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor. Jovita, hello, Tede.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to today's edition of the webinar. We're happy to have you join us this morning or today. Thank you for being with us.
You want to give an update on what the office has been doing so far in relation to OKOBI, and Alanti won an award. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I think I'd like to start with the award. The Office of the Chief Economic Advisor, through the initiative of One Kindred, One Business, has been getting recognitions internationally, nationally, and locally. So one of those was the Imo Broadcasting Corporation. They had their launched the media day, and then they gave a recognition award to OKOBI for all that it's been doing. So OKOBI has been recognized for the work, the dedication, the commitment, and the idea of working with our people to make sure that they become entrepreneurs. They set up businesses for groups, they set up businesses for communities, and even the tertiary institutions in the state. So it was quite exciting. And then very notable, at the award, the only initiative, the only program that was recognized was OKOBI. The rest of the recipients were individuals. So it was such an honor, and I'm happy. I thank the organizers. I also thank the government of the day under distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma for spearheading this initiative, and of course the Chief Economic Advisor himself. So we're really happy and honored. And then the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor, of course, is doing a lot. We're focused on quite a lot of things at this point. And still talking OKOBI, we have a program for our communities. Our communities in Imo State, we have 656 of them. And we're encouraging all our communities through our traditional rulers, the Ezes, to think of how to set up businesses for their communities. I'm on a lot of communities where so many projects ha na-eme, but these projects ha na-eme, anyị chọrọ ka ha chekwa echiche n'ihe gbasara ime business for their communities, ihe a ga na-eme na-erite ego from it, because onwe ihe a ga-eme ma ego apụtaghị ka ndụ ndị mmadụ dị beta. Ya wụrụ na ndị mmadụ ga na-agbalị, kama especially at this time ụbịam nọ, ihe isi ike nọ, anyị chọrọ ka communities anyị na-eche ihe gbasara business ha nwere ike ime, because a na-ekwukwe ụmụ youth anyị enweghị ọrụ. Ihe mere na ha na-eji na-eti aka na so many vices, ma ndị nwaanyị ma ndị nwoke. Anyị chọrọ ihe a ga-eme ka community ọbụla set up a business a ga-erejista, nye ndị mmadụ ọrụ, eshi ebe ahụ na-akwụ ha salary, shi ebe ahụ na-eme community na-eme improve. Onwe ego ọla enwetara, onwezi project ọla a chọrọ ime, community eme ya. Even ụmụnna anyị ndị nọ n'ụzọ iche dịkwa ready inye aka mee kwado business ndị a ga-eme, kama ha chọrọ ka ọ bụrụ na ego ọla ha ga-etinye ka ọ bụrụ ihe a ga-ahụ anya, ka ọ bụrụ transparent process. Ihe mere na Office of Chief Economic Advisor ji nweta consultants ndị anyị na ha na-arụ. These consultants are going around the communities. Right now, we're working with 120 communities. And these communities are very ready to cooperate with us. And then we walk through the processes, set of business, from the idea they have to business plan, the business plan, because all here gave me a set of business in a very professional way. then register other business, ye nwa aha, account number, bank account. So these are the things that our consultants are doing. And I'm very happy to announce that these processes, Emega, with the communities, they are not going to pay 1 naira until any has certificate of registration. And then we'll also work with them to, go to their people within the communities to see how they can set up the business, and also those in diaspora. And maybe at some point, if they want to take facilities, we'll still work with them through the process. And of course, the government will also come in to support them in ways that will make their businesses stand stronger. Okay, so that is one major work the office is doing. We also have some other communities that we want to come out and get their people to sponsor consultants. Anyị chọrọ ka ụmụ nwoke na ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị na-enweghị ọrụ, ndị gachara school, ha bịa ka Office of the Chief Economic Advisor zụọ ha ka ha wụrụ consultants at no cost. Anyị chọrọ ka sponsors from the communities, ndị ga-eweta ego a ga-eji zụọ data, ịma nyetụcha ha some allowances while the training is going on, so that by the time ha dịrịla conversant with the process, mụta the training, that means those people will now be the ones to help their communities to set up the businesses. Remember, we're doing 120 out of, over 600. But right now, we want every community. So those communities are na-erube na ke ha. Anyị chọrọ ka ha nweta people that will sponsor them. Ka ọ bụrụ na the business will be set up in all the communities across the state. Then those young people ga-agakwanu to other communities na-arụzi ọrụ, na-set up business for them, not just in Imo State, beyond Imo State to the southeast and to Nigeria and any other place. They want them to become experts. So that is a way to empower them. Ka ọ bụrụ na ha enwe n'ọrụ, ha enwe n'ihe ha ga-eme, ha ga-awụzi business consultants in that aspect. We also have our tertiary institutions, universities, colleges of education, and other universities of technology in Imo State. We're working with all of them to make sure that the students within these institutions become entrepreneurs when they leave school. We want them to start practicing entrepreneurship, even though I know some of them are teaching it in school, but OKOBI Students Club is the new program for the schools, and we want them to continue to practicalize it. And we are also going further by, going abroad and, getting them to liaise with other schools abroad who will sponsor them in ways of supporting to set up the business, and let them even have a kind of a handshake with the schools abroad and the processes, so that with a view to making sure that they get it right. Soon after school, let them not go around looking for jobs. Let them become job owners so that they can provide employment for other people. And then, of course, the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor is also giving training. Every month, we call the OKOBI businesses to come for training. Kahamutote manage their business, financial literacy, how to sell their products, how to, put their books in order, how to even access finance for those of them that money could be their problem. And of course, the office is also giving grants to businesses. So when some companies abroad, Nigeria grants, and when they give us this grant, we throw it open to OKOBI businesses and ask them to let us know how they can use this grant. The process is very transparent, it's very clear. External judges coming, people from civil society, business owners, appointees of the government, they all come together and go through the process to make sure that these people are, the best people are selected for the grant. And of course, once they win this grant, we also make sure we follow through to make sure that they use it judiciously and use it to create more jobs for people in their communities and in the, within the state. And we also have web pages for our business owners. I want a website for them so that they can compete with people internationally. All gonna their websites now. So we're trying to prepare them to make sure that they are doing businesses professionally and can compete with people anywhere outside of the country. So these are some of the things we're doing to make sure that our OKOBI businesses are thriving. And so far, we have about 500 OKOBI registered businesses, and we also have about 20,000 members of these OKOBI businesses. And let me tell you, OKOBI, One Kindred, One Business initiative, we're also in the churches. We're encouraging churches to go into businesses. We also encourage old boys, old girls, any association, people that have like minds, people that have clubs, to think of setting up businesses for themselves so that they can be making money. The idea is to make sure that we start thinking entrepreneurship in the state so that everybody will have one thing or the other they are doing, even when they also have jobs that they are doing. These are ways that we're encouraging them. And for any business to be OKOBI compliant, any business gas now meet the criteria for OKOBI, that business has to be registered, that business has to be, located in Imo State, at least for a start, or maybe in the Southeast for now, because we have expanded from Imo State to the rest of the states within the Southeast. And that business has to be targeted at making profit. And that business has to be professionally run. And it will also create employment, very importantly, for the people, so that at the end of the day, we have a good number of our people who are employed. So these are some of the things we're doing in the States, among so many others. So, Prof, thank you.
Thank you very much. But award, how did they identify you and what can the criteria how you use it?
Okay,
Because
thank you.
sometimes people now say award and I go here go, I go here go. So how do we ensure
Okay. I nọ ha edere n'anya akwụkwọ. So ama m na IBC wunu like for all they know so many. There's hardly radio is one of the powerful tools, especially within our state and even in the entire country, for information dissemination. So they have been following the progress. OKOBI has been around for over 2 years. They've been following our progress. They've been following our reports. So for them to call us to say, oh, we are seeing what you're doing, well done. This is the area where we think you come in. It's just the only body, the only initiative, the only program that was recognized. So we couldn't have gone to them too. We didn't even know they were having a program or anything. So, how I wouldn't we even had to go back and forth, ask so many questions before they said yes, because we've been monitoring you, we've been trying to office government. They said no, we are not asking for money, because they even recognize they are retired employees. So I want to give credibility to that award ceremony, because they gave awards to their outstanding employees who had retired. And in fact, one of them was even a posthumous award. So I'm not sure na ha ga-awapụta the crop of people hanging award, including us. There were so many companies or so many people that have money to give, but we happen to be the only government agency, the only initiative, the only program at all that was, whether private, public, or government owned. That is the only program that was recognized and awarded yesterday. So I want to say that it was clearly on merit, at least from what I saw, and there was no money attached.
Okay, congratulations again. Then the other question I will ask I go to some of these things are OKOBI. Do you have success stories you can point to in the way OKOBI businesses or you have achieve? So that only again, because people also sometimes wonder or just propaganda for the sake of it.
Yes, I want a lot of, when I say 500 businesses, these businesses exist. These businesses are here with us. And I won't say I have a list of the businesses now. Do you want me to call the list, or to identify where they are? We have.
But then when they can say, only talking about these businesses, labor gaga. I want a website. Our website, you can mention it.
Oh,
So,
yes, so on our website, Anyi, Office of the Chief Economic Advisor. So imocea.org is the website. And if you go there, you see all of this and you will see all the businesses. You'll also see what most of the activities that are registered, that are displayed there, all the things we have done, most of them are there on our website. And then if you don't mind, you can also call us on the phone of 09066061492, or you can call or WhatsApp 0703 4020 0906 606 1492 or 0703 4020 either phone or WhatsApp, so we can take the conversation further.
Onye gbakwana unu ele ọdịrị aka unu na-enyere ha. So the person ga-asị okay akpọ gị na phone na ka ihe anyị ga-emere ha. And calls ndị nwetakwa na-enweta gị ka ihe ndị mmadụ na-ajụ gị ka ihe ha na-egwa gị na ha chọrọ.
Ndị mmadụ kpọọ anyị na phone, most of them na-asị na ha chọrọ ka ebidoro ha business ma ọ ka enyere ha aka set ya up their business. So but from ihe m kwuru so far, nwere onye gere m ntị, onye a ga-aghọta na OKOBI is not about individual business. It's about people setting up businesses as a group. So ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ ihe unu nwere cooperative makwana ihe unu chọrọ set up cooperative makwana ịga register business as a group at the Corporate Affairs Commission office, unu set ya up the business, unu gwakwana anyị so ka elekwa ihe awụ ihe anyị chọrọ ime, anyị enyere unu aka ji unu otu unu nwere ike isi bido business, ọkwara n'ụlọ aka ndị emego ụdịrị ihe dị otu ahụ nwere ike inyekwara unu aka, nyekwa unu training unu nidiri iji bido succeed nwekwanụ minimal hiccup. Nwekwara ihe ọzọ m chefuru ikwu, ihe gbasara health insurance. Ihe ahụ dị very important. Imo State Government nwere health insurance scheme, and anyị na onwe anyị nwere ndị business mego OKOBI, anyị na-emekwa ha encourage si ha biko ga register na health insurance. Even you register from OKOBI health insurance, ị ga-ahụkwa na ị ga-enwetakwa some kind of
to Imo State at 50.
As a group, all 10 people na register, unu ga-akwụ ụgwọ 9, the 10th one will be for free. That is what OKOBI is giving, and that health insurance will 150,000 for 10 people, which is 15,000 for a whole year. Nothing beats it. Ihe niile a na-arịa n'ọrịa except more terminal sickness, ihe dịka cancer ma ọ gịnị, ma operation ma onye dị ime ma onye rịaga ihe ọnwụla, o ji take care of it. So that health for a whole year. So onwekwanụ ndị group bịa through our office OKOBI businesses, they will pay 135,000. So they are paying for 9 instead of 10. And apart from that, unu ahapụ ịkpa aka n'ego business unu, unu megide business onye dara ọrịa ma ọ gịnị, ya sị biko chere ha akpa aka na business unu na-eme, unu register na health insurance so that ego business anọrọ iche, ego eji aga ụlọ ọgwụ makwa na eji agwọ ọrịa anọrọ iche. So part of the things that ga na-benefit from OKOBI, for OKOBI businesses, mega business. So ndị kpọkwana anyị na phone, unu jụ anyị unu ga-ajụ anyị ajụjụ gbasara group business, ma unu ga-erejista otu unu ga-eshi ya wụ ihe unu ga-ajụ anyị, abara anyị uru, anyị ekegaghị ego, anyị enyegaghị ndị mmadụ ego, kama anyị tụzigere ndị mmadụ aka na-amajiri ha ka otu ha ga-esi mee biznes ha ya adịrị ha profitable, dịkwaranụ ha mma. Unu chọkwana ịkpọ ọfịs anyị, unu kpọọ weekdays, working days between 10 and 4 in the evening. Ndewo.
Ọ na-enwe ndị na-akpọ ọnụ like you said, ha si ihe ha chọrọ wee ego, chee na gọọmenti kega ego eji eme OKOBI. Ndị mmadụ akwụkwọ na ego ihe ha nidiri iji bido biznes, ya ma enyeghị ha ego, ele ihe akpọgakwara ha fọ, ele ihe ị ga-aza ndị nwere that kind of mentality.
Okay, ọ dị mma inwe that mentality, but ha bịa jụọ anyị ajụjụ anyị na ha kwuchakwa n'okwu, mgbe anyị na ha kwucha ka ha nwere ike kelewezi anyị si anyị amakwa na ọnwụ ihe a, because o nwere, so that's the essence of this program actually, so that o nwee ebe obi unu na-agbalaga ahụ before now. Mgbe anyị unu na-egechala program, obi unu na-agbalawasị ihe a ihe anyị nwere ike ime, anyị amadị. So by the time unu bịara to us, anyị ama that ego ahụ nọkwa within that money that you are looking for to start up the business. As Prof will say, akụ nọ n'ụlọ, akụ ahụ nọ n'ụlọ, ego ahụ a ga-eji bido business nọ n'ụlọ. We'll show you how to raise that money, how you can get that money to start the business. Anyị ekegaghị ego, kama anyị ga-aha direct unu how to get the money. That is one thing I can assure you for sure if you follow our direction and the conversation business start small and eventually you grow and expand.
Okay, thank you very much. If you are just joining the program, this is the One Kindred, One Business Initiative series brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government. Anyị ga-nye ụnụ obere jingle ga-akọwara ụnụ ọfụma ihe OKOBI awụ. Ndewo.
Amarachi, ị na-ele anya n'obodo anyị ị ga-ahụ ọtụtụ ndị na-enweghị ihe ha na-eme, ha anaghị arụ ọrụ ebe ndị nwekwara n'ọrụ ntakịrị ha na-arụ na-ata ezigbo ahụhụ, mana ị gaa n'obodo ndị ọzọ ha na-eme nke ọma na-arụ ọrụ dị iche iche ha ji eriju afọ. Biko nwanne m, ele otu anyị ga-esi nyere ụmụnne anyị aka ma kwado ha n'agbanyeghị otu ọha iji mee ka ndụ dịrị ha mfe.
Chinonso nne m, obi mụ na gị na-amakọkwa awụ ihe a ka m sị dị ka m bịa ka anyị dakọrịta ntị. Ịma na obodo anyị kwesịrị ịganye aka n'atụmatụ OKOBI. Cheta na OKOBI bụ atụmatụ ọchịchị steeti Imo n'okpuru ọchịchị Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. Na OKOBI ka a na-akwado ndị obodo ka ha gbakọta aka na biznes maka iji kwalite ụmụafọ ha ma wulite akụ na ụba. Ka m na-agwa gị okwu ugbu a, narị biznes anọ na 60 esonyela na-erite uru n'atụmatụ OKOBI.
Ihe ị na-ekwu ọ bụ na ndị obodo anyị nwere ike iji aka ha kewapụtara onwe ha ọrụ ma sikwe na ya nweta ezigbo ego? Ele otu anyị ga-esi mee nke a biko nwanne m?
Nụ obodo ọbụla kwesịrị ịmalite biznes nke ha maka onwe ha, mana anyị na-achọ nkwado gị na nke ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ bụ aka ji akụ iji nyere ndị obodo aka ka ha malite azụmahịa ma kwụsị ike chemsoro obodo ndị ọzọ keta oke na OKOBI. Kama ọ ga-abụ alọta ekewere ha bred, rice na ego nke bụ ericha echi agụrụ ewere ọnọdụ ka anyị kpakọta akụrụngwa anyị nye aka kwalite obodo. Ihe anyị ga-eme ugbu a bụ ịga kpọtụrụ eze obodo anyị ka anyị na ya kpaa ya nke ọma maọbụ gawa n'ụlọ ọrụ Chief Economic Advisor to Imo State Government. Ị ga-enweta ha n'akara 09114360076 maọbụ ziga ozi WhatsApp n'akara 09011589113 ka anyị gbakọta aka kwalite ndị obodo anyị site na ya wulite steeti Imo ga-abụdachi.
OKOBI, ụmụnna wike ọwụ ya agha.
Okay, welcome back. Anyị nwike ga-akpọtụrụ ndị OKOBI consultants ha kọwakwara anyị ihe ha na-eme. So let me go to Engineer Mboji. Engineer, hello today.
Thank you very much. Good day, listeners. You're welcome to the OKOBI webinar.
Your voice is a bit far from your microphone. Can you come closer? Your voice is very sharper.
Okay. Mo engineer Mboje Edwin Mary Otuodichukwu. I'm a lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department of Imo State Polytechnic, Omuma, and an OKOBI consultant. Madam Akowago ọtụtụ ihe gbasara the OKOBI initiative, and from ihe niile ọ kọwara n'otu o si wee dere, OKOBI initiative, one Kindred, one business initiative, or a grassroots economic empowerment program designed by the state government to empower our communities. And the kindred in the name, Abuchage kindred as we know it in the village setting, but it targets groups of people starting from 2 upwards to come together and form and start businesses. These groups could be members of the same family, it could be kinsmen, it could be people from the same village, it could be church associations, it could be any form of association, like a taxi drivers association, Okada drivers, or even friends from different places, but have friends who have the same vision. They can look around them to identify 1 or 2 business ideas. And this is a period of hardship in the country, economic crisis in the country. Some people now have problems everywhere, obstacles, but entrepreneurs now have opportunities in all these problems. So in our country today, and when a lot of opportunity, a lot of business opportunities which people could harness. So what this OKOBI program is targeting is helping people to look around them and then identify some problems which they could provide the solutions to. And once they provide these solutions, you know that they will not be smiling to the bank while people are happy using the solutions they have provided, while they
Okay, engineer,
get money out of it.
just so ke ndị na-enyere aka now as a consultant, ke ndị obodo na-enyere aka
Yes,
na ihe banyere OKOBI a?
yes, yes, that is where I'm going now. I'm consulting with 3 communities. One will Umuchima community in Idato South local government area. Another community is Abia Omuma in Oru East. Then the other one is Etiti Omuma, also in Oru East. Omuma, the community of our governor. So these communities, I've been working with them. One of them, Umuchima, is I'm working with them on establishment of a fish farm at the banks of Oras River. Oras River is a major river in Imo State. It passed through Umuchima. The very area erosion is giving kind of problems which the government is already fixing. So we are working to establish.
Ihe na-emere ndị community a injinia ndị na-ege anyị ntị na ga na-awọ ndụ ke need ha ji, what need do they have to bring a consultant? Ha pụtakwana consultant ke consultant ahụ ga-emere ha. So ị ga-use example ebe ndị na-enyere aka na ka ha nwee ike mara ụzọ ndị dị ka gị ga-esi nyere ha aka.
What I'm saying, the community, the Umuchima community, when we conducted a needs assessment to know the problem they have in the community and the resources they have around them that could be a source of revenue generation for them. They saw the need to harness the resources around the river and then the cheap labor they have in the community. So far, they've identified a site along the river where the fish farm is going to be sited. They've even started clearing the place while with the business development is going on. So far, we have assessed the business and everything it will take. The business plan is already concluded, so that any time from now, they are going to be registered by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor.
Okay. Engage. How did they reach out to you? Ke kunu si bido? So that onye na-ege ntị na amara the process involved. Yeah.
Yes, the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor empowered us to go to different communities in Imo State to explain to them this grassroots aspect of the Imo State's industrial policy and how they can take advantage of it. So I went to about 18 communities. Then this Umuchim I'm talking about is one of them, and eventually they are ready to harness the opportunities available in the program. And I'm already working with them. Just as I said, their business plan is already ready. So at any time from now, once they are registered, the business will start. And even as I speak with you, they have started clearing the ground in the place. They start preparing while waiting for the formal registration of their business. Because they're not waiting for the government to provide them with the money. So they're already making arrangements based on my arrangements with them and the insight being given to them on how they can raise this money from within their community. Because people will always look at the problem of not having money, not knowing that the money is within them. It's a matter of being able to see this money and how to harness it from among their people. So they're already mobilizing for money while the business is being developed.
Okay, so ndị Igbo sikwanụ na ewu agba gburu ozugbo nwere agụụ na agụgbu ya. Ndị mmadụ na-ajụkwa ajụjụ si biznes a community mega ka ekwenụta esi eke ihe si n'ime ya pụta. Ka a ga-esi mee ka biznes a ghara ịnwụrụ. So ka ihe nwere ịgwa ndị ahụ based on your experience so far.
Yes, based on my experience with this community and the other one I will probably talk about, that there are kind of OKOBI has four business models, and they are going for the social enterprise model, whereby the business is owned by the entire community. So one of the ways they intend to raise the money, already working it out, is to sell shares. They kind of value the project and then sell shares with the members, so that members of the community will provide this money by buying shares. Then, even though it's going to be in such a way that as they are going for the social enterprise model, they are giving everybody equal opportunity. So people buy shares, and through this means they raise the money. Then the profit sharing, when the time comes, they also share the profit according to the shareholding of each person that is holding shares. Even though we know that from my arrangement, my discussions with them, interactions, they know quite well that not everybody will be able to buy shares. So they still make it in such a way that everybody in the community will benefit. The sharing formula is such that 20% of the shares, sorry, of the profit, 20% of the profit is going to be reserved for community projects. Such projects could include scholarships, maintenance of roads, and other things that concern the community, which everybody benefits. So 20% profit is going for this. Then 20% is being shared to the very shareholders, while 60% is being plowed back into the business for development. Because,
okay. Thank you very much. Nahe Kowara. Can you give the final question? Ndi obodi megera ihe enwere ego ha kwuru gị for it? How, or is it covered by another source?
No, that's not paying me anything at all. Everything about consultancy is being taken care of. State government through the office of the chief economic officer. So what the community told me is whenever I have need to visit them, they give me arrange and make themselves available for me to come and see them for whatever purpose. Then at other times, I discuss with the contact person on phone. Whenever there is need, I visit the community, but in terms of payment, I'm not paying anything.
Okay, thank you. Engineer, your line, like I said, great. I don't know why. But Ikowala na enweghị ụgwọ community na-akwụ, and ihe niile na-eme free for communities. Ya kwano, so through the support from the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor of the government, can we can ndị mmadụ nweta ihe free? And as the office explained earlier, about 120 communities have agreed to sign up for this initial phase. And one of the consultants in Yagarahaka. Maka ndị na-ege ntị na-ajụ ma OKOBI ọ dịkwa real ma ọ dịghị real. If your community is interested, or if you can help support your community to create their own bankable businesses, if not us, you can also reach out to the consultant, because engineer, nwere ike hapụ nọmba gị for onye ọbụla chọrọ ịkpọ gị and gị nwike kọwa areas n'Imo State ebe ga-adịrị gị convenient to help.
Okay, my number is 0810 442 3536. 0810 442 3536. Yes, as I have said, I'm a lecturer with Imo State Polytechnic, the Department of Mechanical Engineering. I reside in Olu. I live in Olu. And by the grace of God, I'm the president of the Back to Nature Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited. We have our office also in Olu. Our office is at D20/D23, Olu Shopping Plaza, just within the.
Okay, so area ndị ga-enyere aka ndị na-ebe ọlụ zone ka ị ga-enye aka communities n'ebe ahụ ndị chiri bido OKOBI businesses around that area. That's what I'm trying to get.
I'm available to help any community in the state. Those within Olu, okay, but only outside Olu zone with a need for me, I will still make myself available. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. No one line. Another consultant. Let me go to Mrs. Messi, one of the consultants. Messi, how are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Messi Dili, and I'm an OKOBI consultant. But apart from that, I work with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council as a trade promoter. So when I heard of this OKOBI initiative, it resonated with me because we have had issues with people having orders, export orders from abroad, and they were not able to meet up because they don't have where to source those things from. So now, right now, I'm working with 4 communities in Imo State. One of the communities, Ihitioha in Enumpi, they are looking at a multi-purpose palm oil mill industry. That is, they want to do a palm oil mill industry. And I'm very interested in that because most times when people have order for palm oil, they can't get it because most of these things are done locally and under unhygienic processes. So it does not meet international standards. That's where my own focus is because of our market internationally. So when they talked about the palm oil mill, I was interested, and we are working with them to bring up a business plan and a standard palm oil mill where if we have orders, if our exporters come and say, okay, I have orders from this place, we want to orders to supply palm oil, I can say, okay, go to this community, they have a good mill and they can give you exactly what you want. And that is one of the benefits of these community OKOBI businesses. And there's another one that we're engaging with, a community in Ihitu Uboma. They have a vast land. They have like 100 hectares of land that the community is not using. I've been able to connect them with a cassava processing company that is ready to give them inputs, is ready to bring tractors to the farm there. All they need to do is provide their land and a bit of labor, that's take care of the weeding and all that. But the company will give them tractors, will give them the seedling, that is the cassava stems they use to plant, and at the end of the day, take from them. So the market is short. So that's one of the communities too that we are working with, and we are in the business plan stage, but they're already talking with the company somewhere in Ahiazu, Mbise. So they are working with them, and these are the kind of things, these are the kind of benefits we get from these community business engagements where these businesses will be created and they are ready markets for people to offtake. They are ready markets for exporters to offtake. They are ready markets for processors to offtake their products, to either process, or if those communities are going into processing, merchants that have orders abroad can easily say, okay, let me go to this community. I know they are producing good things. I know that they are producing things that are exports to export standard, and they can just offtake. And that's where the stage we are right now.
Okay, that's very fascinating. The link to international markets, right? Because sometimes also people might just be concerned with only local demands. But what they are saying is that a village can also produce things that can be exported. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
And either to do things like this, they of course need to meet certain standards. So are
Yes,
you also able to help them with those standards, meeting the standards?
yes, that's where we come in. Well, that's where we come in. As consultant, as trade promoter who already understands what it takes to produce for the international market. When we are guiding them on these businesses, we make sure that they start right. That's the major issue. They should start right. Most people start and they are not sure what they are doing. But if you have someone who is knowledgeable enough to direct them in the right path, then starting right is not a problem, and the market is there.
Okay. But based on your experience engaging with these communities, what are the issues they often raise as maybe as barriers or stumbling blocks? And are you still with us? Okay. Maybe there is a technical glitch there. Um, in the interim, Uba, can we play the jingle for those who are just joining us? This is the One Kindred, One Business Initiative series brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. Anyị na-akọwawu maka OKOBI ama ndị na-anụbeghị ya ka unu nwee ike mata ihe ọ bụ.
Amarachi nwanne m, o nwere ihe na-egbu m echiche o. Ị na-ele anya n'obodo anyị, ị ga-ahụ ọtụtụ ndị na-enweghị ihe ha na-eme. Ha anaghị arụ ọrụ ebe ndị nwekwara n'ọrụ ntakịrị ha na-arụ na-ata ezigbo ahụhụ. Mana ị gaa n'obodo ndị ọzọ, ha na-eme nke ọma, na-arụ ọrụ dị iche iche ha ji eriju afọ. Biko nwanne m, ele otu anyị ga-esi nyere ụmụnne anyị aka ma kwado ha n'agbanyeghị otu ọha iji mee ka ndụ dịrị ha mfe.
Chinonso nne m, obi mụ na gị na-amakọkwa ahụ. Ihe a ka m sị dị ka m bịa ka anyị dakọrịta ntị. Ị ma na obodo anyị kwesịrị ịganye aka n'atụmatụ OKOBI. Cheta na OKOBI bụ atụmatụ ọchịchị steeti Imo n'okpuru ọchịchị Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. Na OKOBI ka a na-akwado ndị obodo ka ha gbakọta aka na biznes maka iji kwalite ụmụafọ ha ma wulite akụ na ụba. Ka m na-agwa gị okwu ugbu a, narị biznes anọ na 60 esonyela na-erite uru n'atụmatụ OKOBI.
Ihe ị na-ekwu ọ bụ na ndị obodo anyị nwere ike iji aka ha kewapụtara onwe ha ọrụ ma sikwe na ya nweta ezigbo ego. Ele otu anyị ga-esi mee nke a biko nwanne m?
Nụ obodo ọbụla kwesịrị ịmalite biznes nke ha maka onwe ha, mana anyị na-achọ nkwado gị na nke ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ bụ aka ji akụ iji nyere ndị obodo aka ka ha malite azụmahịa ma kwụsị ike eche m soro obodo ndị ọzọ keta oke na OKOBI. Kama ọ ga-abụ alọta ekewere ha bred, rice na ego nke bụ ericha echi agụrụ ewere ọnọdụ. Ka anyị kpakọta akụrụngwa anyị nye aka kwalite obodo. Ihe anyị ga-eme ugbu a bụ ịga kpọtụrụ eze obodo anyị ka anyị na ya kpaa ya nke ọma maọbụ gawa n'ụlọ ọrụ Chief Economic Advisor to Imo State Government. Ị ga-enweta ha n'akara 09114360076 maọbụ ziga ozi WhatsApp n'akara 09011589113. Ka anyị gbakọta aka kwalite ndị obodo anyị site na ya wulite steeti Imo ga-abụdachi.
OKOBI, ụmụnna wike ọwụ ya agha.
Yeah, let's see, are you with us now? Okay, let's go to Blessing. Blessing Ndewo. Hello, Tide.
Ndewo, Prof. Ademumao.
Rona.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for ndị na-ege anyị ntị, nwike akọwakwa na onye Igbo.
My name is Blessing Eme Ogbonna. I'm an internal OKOBI consultant working for the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor.
Okay, so I mean, what are your feelings? When you go out there or when you engage with other communities or people who contact you, what issues have they raised?
So far, Anyagala communities, and we've told them what the OKOBI community engagement is all about. So for now, some of the issues Hane raise require finances, and we also tell them that the government is not funding these businesses for you. Anyị agwala ha sị unu ga-eji aka unu otu unu chọtara ihe unu chọrọ ime. Unu nwere sons and daughters in Nigeria, in diaspora, even you can tax yourselves. Just start somewhere. You need to start, show commitment, show that yes, you really want to do this for yourself, because at the end of the day, all business, a community is for you people. So it will also create jobs for you. So definitely they will do something. They will say, Onyeji Nkoji will bring it up and say, you people can use this to start. At least bido echi gọọmenti hụ na yes ndị nke a dị serious enwezi enyemaka ọbụla ha chọrọ inye in form of grant or loan or anything, definitely a ga-ebidokwa na ndị nke ahụ dị serious ishola commitment. So that is what we tell them ma ha kpọkwa na phone ma anyị gakwa communities ahụ. We remind them that you need to be serious, you need to show commitment before help can come.
Okay, but ndị mmadụ ha na-aghọtakwana ihe unu na-akọwara ha in that regard?
Yes, anyị na-akọwachiri ha ya ọfụma and ha na-aghọta. Anyị agwala ha that this OKOBI initiative aims at tackling poverty by fostering localized community-owned businesses. So community businesses ndị akwanowo ihe ha ga-eji create elu onwe ha jobs locally. Ego ọbụla ha nwetara na the business, they will reinvest it into their community too. And they'll get a sense of ownership and pride that yes, this is what we have in our community. This is something that is going on in this community and is for us. It will strengthen food security. And how water very, very well that it's a business for them in that community. It's there. Government is still there. It's them that will manage it. The profit is for them. Everything about the business, all so they understand.
When community gara ga-echeta mmere gị nnọọ obiọma akpa gị based on what they are doing. You guys say, they're exemplary, ọkwa na otu ha si nabata dozi mbọ ha na-agba, because not every person or every community will start at the same time. Abịa na ihe ọbụla na-eme eme in terms of innovation, enwe ndị wụ ka ha na-akpọ ya ndị early adopters, ndị ahụ ndị ga-ebu ụzọ gaa were, nwekwa ndị wụ ihe ọsọkwara gị kwuo ha ga-echere nyochacha anya ọfụma. And those people who are in that laggards, they still, come on board at their own time. But as I get when they see now they may the exemplary, the one other people can learn from.
Yes, Prof. A good number of them are responsive. Like so far, I have about 15 communities, and majority of them are really responding. Ndumo municipal, say ha chorizo dryer na or agronova dryer, ageji na dry vegetables, meats, things they can dry, and also export abroad. Otanding abroad she need dry foodstuff eba. That dryer will help. Ndị emi sinowu vegetables, they want to go into vegetables. Have a farmland where they will farm and then produce fresh vegetables. Ndị umunyeche, bottled water. A good number of them may be dollar, and the business plan hana wadela ready. And you say, once you people start, tell us what you want. The consultants are there. The office is paying these consultants. So anyashi chanho lugwaha. They were the business plan for them. John have few questions. I did that business plan. I register and had the business. So a good number of them are a bidola. And we have farmland, like they are really serious. So the only thing the other communities see far afford that are yet to get back to us, which I know they are also meeting together to decide how will start, because consultants needed the business plan, office and if you are to write the business plan by yourselves, you know how much that will cost. But office say the consultants will take care of that, will register the business for you, you have a business account. So far they are really responsive. From my own part, they are responding, and the business plan is going on well.
Okay. Atụmatụ office nwere for them, because one thing always mmadụ bịa ka enyere gị aka ibido business ọkwa nke ibido business ka ihe ndị ọzọ nwekwara n'ike imere ha to keep them going. Sasa agụrụ nwere olileanya anaghị egbu mmadụ.
Yes, on Hanjinwe, these consultants, their consultants are there for them. We have them in different communities. Once this phase idrila over now, this business plan phase, a registrar had the business. Now, Agwala has say among yourselves, you have to reach out to your children, to the people in your communities, do something like in the farming now, they have farmlands where they will farm on. Once they start, and when it I know trainings for them. And then we trainings where we'll call people that will train them if they want to go into poultry, if they want to go livestock farming, crop production, palm processing. We'll call people, we'll pay them to train them and guide them on how to start these businesses. So our office is already, we are that one is down for them. We train them to start these businesses on how to go about it. Consultants are there. Any questions, anything about our consultants are there. Our office is there for them. They call us and we'll send out people that will guide them on that.
Okay, that's fine. But based on what you're doing, what are some of the frustrations as the consultant? Because on one hand, you want to support them, but on the other hand, they can also cause you problems, isn't it? So, okay, here you guys see, I say, well, for no here, so that ndị na-ege anyị ntị ka a ghara ijikwa nsogbu dị otu a na-abịakwute gị.
No, okay. The thing there will sometimes communication for the only in charge of a particular community to help disseminate information to the rest. Maybe at the end of the day, I won't know. So just to make it easier, I created a WhatsApp group where I added, there is a 5-man committee. I added them there to make information more accessible to them. Then some of them, and all that, I remind them of what we said when we went to their communities. That once you are serious, reach out to your people, bido on your own. At the end of the day, anything government then the serious before any help can come. Ha kpọkwa na phone enwe any ajụjụ ma they say, oh, anyị chọkwara ka community anyị bido ngwa. What we just do is to assign a consultant to them. Say ngwa lekwe na onye bụ consultant unu. But one ya na phone, enwe any questions, call the person, he or she would answer you. So for now, just little challenges.
Okay. Nwere ike kpọọ nọmba a ga-eji nweta onye chiri nweta gị na ihe unu na-eme. Nwere nọmba iji handy there you can call out quickly.
Yes, sir. The office line to call is 0911 436 0076. 0911 436 0076. Then the WhatsApp is 0906 606 1492. 0906 606 1492.
Okay, thank you very much. Macy, I can see you're back. Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Okay. I just feel that this OKOBI initiative is a very good one, and it could help because let me give you an example. When I started work in Imo State, we did a survey on products that were produced in Imo State, and we found out that there were very little things that were produced in the state, from soaps to even toothpaste to toothbrushes to anything. They were just very few. And we kept thinking, why is it like that? All you could get is, I'm not saying that tourism is not good. I'm not saying hotels are not good, but something that can generate employment is one of these, is through this kind of initiative where you have communities. If a community can come together and say, okay, they want to produce, even if it's soap, they want to produce basic things like tissue paper, they want to produce basic things like notebooks, is doable. And these things can help in generating employment, generating income for the community members. And it will help in developing the local economy as a whole. And I encourage all the communities, even those ones that have not joined in this initiative, to try and reach out to the office to the consultants and let them start. Let them think of what they can do. They can think big, but they start small. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a very good point. So if somebody wants to reach you to support them or even to give them insights into opportunities in Imo State, do you want to leave a number they can contact you on?
No problem. I can leave my number. 070 69 77 3102.
You can take it again.
070 69 77 3102.
Okay. Thank you very much. And for anyone listening, because many times people keep asking about money. If you have a good business idea, the money will come. And people tell us that they need money. We tell them money is not the first problem. The first challenge is usually to have a good business idea. And that's why we are focusing on helping communities and groups to identify market opportunities. Government ga-enye. But what the government will not do, we will ego now their share of the national cake. The government will not do that. The government will only support businesses. Bidolano chukwana enyemaka. Maka na ndị Igbo na-asị, onye nọ n'olulu welie aka ka a ga-enyere aka. But if you want to say wait until government business, then you have to wait forever, and it ain't serious. And beyond the government, business. There is an American company at the moment that is interested in supporting OKOBI businesses in Imo State. They will only support those that have started as well. They will support those that have shown commitment. So here in Wiji Gwando Bodo ka Hajikere Nina Aga Eirei Anaherim. So that leaves me the opportunity to thank the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor, Mrs. Jovita Agu, Ms. Adeze Waka, Ms. Adeza Shaheme, and Ms. Uba Namani. And also Blessing, Super Office, who acted as a panelist today, as well as Mrs. Macy Idili and Engineer Mboji. I remain your host, Professor Kenneth Amechi. Until next time, bye-bye.
Amarachi nwanne m, o nwere ihe na-egbu m echiche o. Ị na-ele anya n'obodo anyị, ị ga-ahụ ọtụtụ ndị na-enweghị ihe ha na-eme. Ha anaghị arụ ọrụ ebe ndị nwekwara n'ọrụ ntakịrị ha na-arụ na-ata ezigbo ahụhụ. Mana ị gaa n'obodo ndị ọzọ, ha na-eme nke ọma, na-arụ ọrụ dị iche iche ha ji eriju afọ. Biko nwanne m, ele otu anyị ga-esi nyere ụmụnne anyị aka ma kwado ha n'agbanyeghị otu ọha iji mee ka ndụ dịrị ha mfe.
Chinonso nne m, obi mụ na di na-amakọkwa o. Ihe a ka m sị dị ka m bịa ka anyị dakọrịta ntị. Ị ma na obodo anyị kwesịrị ịganye aka n'atụmatụ OKOBI. Cheta na OKOBI bụ atụmatụ ọchịchị steeti Imo n'okpuru ọchịchị Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. Na OKOBI ka a na-akwado ndị obodo ka ha gbakọta aka na biznes maka iji kwalite ụmụafọ ha ma wulite akụ na ụba. Ka m na-agwa gị okwu ugbu a, narị biznes anọ na 60 esonyela na-erite uru n'atụmatụ OKOBI.
Ihe ị na-ekwu ọ bụ na ndị obodo anyị nwere ike iji aka ha kewapụtara onwe ha ọrụ ma sikwe na ya nweta ezigbo ego. Ele otu anyị ga-esi mee nke a biko nwanne m?
Nụ obodo ọbụla kwesịrị ịmalite biznes nke ha maka onwe ha, mana anyị na-achọ nkwado gị na nke ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ bụ aka ji akụ iji nyere ndị obodo aka ka ha malite azụmahịa ma kwụsị ike chem soro obodo ndị ọzọ keta oke na OKOBI. Kama ọ ga-abụ alọta ekewere ha bread, rice na ego nke bụ ericha echi agụrụ ewere ọnọdụ. Ka anyị kpakọta akụrụngwa anyị nye aka kwalite obodo. Ihe anyị ga-eme ugbu a bụ ịga kpọtụrụ eze obodo anyị ka anyị na ya kpaa ya nke ọma, maọbụ gawa n'ụlọ ọrụ Chief Economic Advisor to Imo State Government. Ị ga-enweta ha n'akara 09114360076 maọbụ ziga ozi WhatsApp n'akara 09011589113. Ka anyị gbakọta aka kwalite ndị obodo anyị site na ya wulite steeti Imo ga-abụdachi.
OKOBI, ụmụnna wike ọwụ ya agha.